Hi everybody, it's Eileen from There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm here with a new journal that I've been working on. And if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that this is one of the covers that I made for Rachel's Roxy's Weekly Challenges. I can't remember which challenge it was. I'll link the video down below if you want to watch how I made it. And it's out of an old book. I'm just going to move everything. So it's an old book that I had, and I basically just distressed it a little bit because it was already quite distressed. Put on some lovely lace doilies, and then this piece I'd already hand sewn this, and I loved it so much, and I thought it would be perfect, so I popped on a little bit of music paper and then popped that on the top, and it worked out lovely, and it absolutely looks gorgeous. Now, I was inspired by Rachel when she did those lovely postcards. I don't know if I've got one handy to show you. I was going to have one ready and I can't find it, but the ones where we made the flowers, I might have actually, the flower gardens, here we go. So we did these ones, and they had lots of the, you know, your fussy cut flowers on, and made them into little flower gardens, and it kind of inspired me to make a flower journal, because I really, you know, I love that, and I love the way that the flowers are all, and at the minute in the middle of summer, the gardens are full of the flowers and everything, and they're all kind of overlapping each other, and it really does look really cute and gorgeous. And I had lots of flowers and lots of flower pieces, and I thought, why not just make a flower journal, a flower garden? So that's what I'm doing. So on the inside, I did actually reinforce this spine, because when I made it on the video, I didn't put enough reinforcement in, and when I went to put my signatures in, it just wasn't reinforced enough. And then I just popped on a bit of this lovely flower fabric that I've had, I can't remember how long I've had this fabric. It's so gorgeous, and I just love using it for all sorts of different projects and that. And it's just it's a quilter's fabric, so it's really nice and soft and lovely. So basically that's the cover that I'm going to use. Now, I have put together my signatures. I did think I was doing it on camera. Turns out that the camera wasn't recording, so I'm afraid you've you know, I've lost that content now. I can't go back and redo it because I've done everything. So unfortunately, putting the signatures together won't be part of this process, but I'm going to give you a flick through and see what I've done so far. So I wanted to use Edith Holden, because nothing says flower garden to me more than Edith Holden, with her being a naturalist. You know, she's got all these beautiful drawings, and you know, it's straight away, it just reminds you of lazy summer days in the garden. So I folded that over. I might do something with that, I'm not sure, or I might turn it into a pocket. I haven't decided yet. There's a lot of things in here that I haven't decided. This paper came on a gift that I received, and it was from Lush. And if you don't know what Lush is, it's a company that makes cosmetics and bath lotions and potions and all those things, but sustainably and eco-friendly, and their products are amazing. I mean, oh, I am not sponsored by Lush, straight away, I'll tell you that. No, I wish I was, but no, they just make the most amazing, beautiful products. And so this was one of the papers that was wrapped on a box of all their products that I received as a gift, and you can still slightly smell the beautiful fragrances, which is great because that's going to add the scent to the book. This was some printer paper that I actually tea-dyed after I printed it, because it didn't print out perfectly. And I was going to throw it away, but I thought, no, let's just tea-dye it and see what happens. And it actually gives this beautiful pattern. You can see a ghost pattern of the flowers behind it, but then all the colours merged to give this kind of, it's like a lovely effect. Now I think I might do it more often on purpose, but it was an accident. And obviously tea-dyed paper. And this was, I think, out of another book, and it was just another naturalist book that I got, and so I popped that in. Anything flower that I had, I popped in. So this is some plain paper that I got, but it's actually it came from an old printer's. I was very lucky that I had a friend who was helping to close the printers, and they had all this paper that they were going to throw in the skip, and I'm talking huge amounts of paper. So he got me some of the paper, and it's really good paper, so yeah, I've got loads of that. This again came from another book that I had. Every time I go into a charity shop, a second-hand shop, a vintage shop, an antique shop, and they've got anything to do with botanics, you can guarantee I'm going to buy it. So that's a lovely page. And then this came from a calligraphy book, which I love the writing, and I just think that that's, you know, it just adds that lovely, it reminds me of the Edith Holden. I mean, this one, there's different handwritings in the Edith Holdens, but you know, it just reminds me of the handwriting in the Edith Holden, which I love. Again, I've folded this over. Instead of cutting these pages down, I've folded them over, because at the very least I can glue them down to be little tucks, or I can add in extra pages. This is some gift wrap that I got, and it was Morris. I can't remember the full name. Oh, tip of my tongue. Anyway, you'll recognise it. If I think a few ladies on Etsy have been doing packs with all of his designs, and I love them. And this wrapping paper is so good quality and so thick. And what I've done is I've left that there because I'm going to glue this up, and then it's going to have its own little pocket anyway. Some more of that paper. I've popped an envelope in. I'm not sure whether I'm going to leave the envelope in, because sometimes it can be difficult getting in and out these envelopes. So I think what I might do, I might take that out, and what I might do is I might do them over the page. I think that was me thinking. I've got different pages from various digital designers. I think this one is Victoria Designs, I think. Don't quote me on that. And just some more coffee dyed. This was from that same book, so this was the colour art in it, and then this was the other pages, which was just the hand drawn. But I love it. I think it's gorgeous, and you know, what a lovely thing. This was Rachel from Roxy Creation. Oh, I'm gonna so what I've done is I've got two of Rachel's, and I've cut them to the right size, but before I stick anything in, I'm going to sew them so that they become side loading pockets. I've done that for both signatures. And then I found this sack, and it's so bright yellow, and it just reminded me of dandelions. And I mean, dandelions are one of my favourite flowers. I love them. Some mulberry paper. This is a parchment map. It's quite old. You can get these, you can still get them actually, from tourist places, but this one was quite old, and I just love the age on it. It's great. I've reinforced it with some washi tape just because it's not brittle, but you know, I don't think that, you know, it'll withstand the journal, so I've reinforced it, so now it'll be fine. And this is another one of those pages, but it's from a different book. As you can see, it's a different size, and they're just so cheerful, and every time I look at them they just make me so cheerful. So, and then some more coffee dyed paper, and this is the one that I coffee dyed using my plastic placemats, and you get the lovely pattern on it. It's lovely. And then again, another book with flora and fauna in, and this was an end page from one of those books. So it's plants for beds and borders, but I like using these end pages because they generally have some small piece of art on them and a little bit of writing. But look at all the writing space you've got there for your journal. Now this came out of one of my Ladybird books, and it was a Ladybird book about British flora and fauna, so that's straight out of one of those, and it gives you a little bit of information on the back. That's vintage. I think that one was 1964, I think. And then again, one of my lace dyed coffee dyed papers. This is from that other book as well. I've packed loads into these journals. This is a lovely stationery set. It was a vintage stationery set from the 80s, but with this floral motif. I just thought it would be perfect in here. And then again, more of that paper because I love the effect of it. And then in the middle I've got the Edith Holden, and this one I've cut down because I wanted, you know, I think there's going to be plenty of room to decorate, but I just wanted the Edith Holden front and back. So that's the first signature. Then my second signature again is Edith Holden front and back, and again I folded that one down. This again, I think it's Victoria Designs, and then here's one of my pages that we made using the napkins and the book pages. So that's already got its own pocket in, that's set to go. This is from a guitar book. It was a really old book, and then it had these pages that had been put in, and I was like, I like the idea of them. They're just, I don't know, it's just kind of the grids and that, it really tickles me fancy, and you've got plenty of writing on there. This was a page that I did, and it is, oh my word, no, I'm forgetting who does these, and I watch her all the time. My brain today is not working, it's so hot here that my brain's just shut off. But anyway, basically it's a patchwork of bits of paper, and this one's got a lot of florals on it, so I thought I'll use that one. I did do a tutorial on these. Tsunami Rose, it's a Tsunami Rose. Mulberry paper again, because I love that kind of effect that you get with mulberry paper. And then obviously the books again that I'd use. The problem with this one, and I nearly didn't use it, was on one side the picture's the right way, on the other it's upside down, and I was like, oh, I can't use that, it's not. But then I thought, you know what, yeah, you can, it's still a pretty picture, and it doesn't matter that it's upside down, it's fine. And anyway, if anybody who gets this journal isn't happy with it, they can always put something over that. You know, that's the beauty of these journals. If you buy one and there's one part of it that you're not sure of, decorate it and do something different with it. So this again is part of that parchment map. I love it's just got such a lovely feel and a lovely sound. And again, another end page. Now this envelope, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take it out and use it as an over page, because it's they can be difficult to slip things in and out. Saying that, I have actually put an envelope in, and I've used the other side of it already to add on, and this is from the stationery set, again the 80s stationery set, and you get these lovely cards, and I've just put the envelope on there, so that's kind of a tip-in kind of thing. This was from years and years and years ago. There was an initiative, and it was, I'm not sure if it was one of the British Bird Foundation or something like that, but they did this initiative with kids, and they sent out these packs, and it was all about flowers and ponds and insects, and you know, you got to identify them and find out what was what and that. So this pack was what was left over after we'd done all of our identification and I've just folded that again. And again, this is the Lush paper, which is lush. And another one of those pages, and again this one is upside down. I'm going to move a few of these pages up and down because obviously I don't want them all sitting at the bottom, so when we go to put these in, I will move them. And then lots of coffee dyed paper, and this is again from that that book with the flowers. So on this side, you'll see on the other side it's got the drawings, on this side it's got the writing, but I kind of like the fact that it's got some information in there, because this is, again, it's about flowers, flora and fauna. This was a nice piece of card, and now this came as it's a file divider that I got out of a file I bought years ago, and I love the design on it, and I thought that's quite green and gardeny, and I love it, and I've put it in. So it's not actually paper, but it's not too thick card, and it's got good writing space on. And then this is again the double page that I'm going to sew to make a pocket, and these are Rachel's at Roxy Creations. And again, another book, and you know, sometimes you get these books and they don't have colour pictures in, colour images, and you're like, oh, do you know, but sometimes the black and white images are just as nice, and I like that, so I've left it in. And another end page. I don't think these were end pages, I think they were chapter pages actually. This is It was a little sack, and I've pulled the sides out because it was all folded in. I've pulled the sides out, but I've left the flap, and that's going to make a nice pocket. So that's there. And then another page from one of me flower books. This is an end paper from a vintage book that I took apart, and it's just going to work perfect in here. And so I pop that in, and you can tell the age of it. There's a lot of vintage things in this. This is some of that printer paper that I got, and some more coffee dyed. And then on this one on the inside, I did leave these so you can pull it out. You've got plenty of writing space there, or you could turn it into a pocket depending on what you want to do. And then that's that. So that's what I've done so far. And like I said, unfortunately I lost the video. Well, it didn't record for some reason. I'm just praying that it records okay this time. And I've just found these, and I was thinking, I love these. These are from, and it is an Edith Holden, but it was the Edith Holden diary, and I think the diary was from the 80s, because believe it or not, this was my mum's old diary that she used to keep her appointments in. So the ones that haven't been written on, I've torn out, and I love them. The florals are absolutely gorgeous, so I'm just going to add these in too. And then I think I need to get the sewing machine out and sew those two pages together, and then we can put the signatures in. So I quite like the idea of this having a deckled edge. I'm not bothered about doing it with the cutter, because I think the deckled edge is quite nice anyway. So that's all folded, and it's not going to work. Turn it over that way, be easier. There we are. No, I need to do it a bit deeper, I think. That's okay. There we go, perfect. Now, I am literally just going to fold these over. Although I wonder, now I'm starting to think, you know, we've got these pages where we've got these little folds. Do I attach them to that and have them as a pull-out? If I did them that way, you'd have the lovely floor on one side, and when you pulled it out, you've got room to write. You know what? That's what we're going to do. Change my mind, just like that. Right, now I've got a whole selection, I should say, of washi tapes, and I think I'm going to use a washi tape. I like that one. So it's just kind of like a field, and it's, yeah, it's cute. It'll pick up the reds in the paper, but I need, obviously the washi tape's not strong enough by itself, so let's just get this added in. Right, now I want it so that that's on that side, and I'm going to do it halfway up. So where's my pencil? I'm just going to put a little mark where I need the glue to. I don't want to over glue the page, because then it just gets sticky. Sorry, I'm not, you can't see what I'm doing. I've just put a little mark where I want the glue to, just to, as a guide, because I don't want to go over. Right, now let's just pop that in, measure it up to our marks. There we go. Perfect. And now I'm just going to put some of the washi tape. Now what I think I'll do is I'll put the washi tape all the way up. That's if I can find the end. Although it might be nice to put something a bit wider, because then that's going to get added extra decoration to that page. I kind of like that. Let's see if I've got enough to do it. That's the only problem with these washes. they look like you've got loads on, but then when you pull them out, you reach the end and you haven't got enough to do what you wanted to. So let's just measure this. I'm going to say about there. These I got from, I think I got them off Amazon. They came in a box, so there's a selection, they all match, which is great because I want to use them throughout this journal, and I want them to match, so that'll work out great. Sometimes I think if you're using loads of different washi tapes, you can go a little bit, I don't know, disorganised, and I'm in an organised mood at the minute. So I'm just going to pop that over so it captures that page, but then it's going to decorate the other page. Right, let's just snip that bit off. And we'll snip this bit off. We had some exciting things going on in the garden. So the bees have gone, but I've seen loads of bees flying about, and I suspect that they have made a new nest at the back of my sister-in-law's garden. Now I don't want to go up there to disturb them, because if they have made a new nest they need to settle in. So I'm thinking we haven't lost the bees, they've just relocated. But we've got another hedgehog. Isn't that great? I'm so happy. Right, I'm going to just put a little bit of the washi tape. Oh, I'll get there eventually. Up here, but I'm just going to put it to the size of the actual piece, because then we'll maintain the maximum amount of writing space. But yeah, we've got a new hedgehog, and I don't know if it's a male or a female, but Henry, he doesn't seem overly happy about it. The pair of them were hissing at each other the other night. They had a bit of a Mexican standoff on the garden path. But I'm hoping it's a female, because then Henry, you know, trying to be a hedgehog matchmaker here. But it'd be nice to have a hedgehog family. But we'll see, we'll see. I mean, I'll play some Barry White for them. Pour a few truffles and a bit of champagne. No, I won't really. I would never give alcohol to animals. But, you know. But yeah, it's exciting seeing so much wildlife. And I know we've paid a heavy price for it. We are not going to mention that name. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice for something good to come from it. Right, now let's just fold that. Give it a good burnish. Hey, and then we've got a nice little tip out with lots of writing space. That's going to be so cute. So let's get you in and see how you work on the page. So it's nicely decorated down here now, which is gorgeous. I love that. And it's got the floral theme. And then you turn over and you've got an extra tip out with lots of writing space, and then lots of writing space there. I like that. And I think I might do the same with the other one in the other side, but I might try and do this one differently, because I'm thinking it could go that way. So let's find somewhere to put it. Let's see. I don't want to do it there because there's a lot going on there already. It could go there. I think I would put it that way so I can fold the bottom under. And then that's going to be an almost full page. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do that. Right, let's get the page out. Right, now, where's my pencil so I can do my marks? There might be an easier way of doing this, but I have no idea. I'm just winging it here. Which is often the best kind of crafting. Right, let's get me glue. There's me mark. And there's me mark. And you might be asking, why am I not putting the glue on that page? Well, I don't know how much of it's going to go over. It's as simple as that. Right, I want it that way. So I don't want to end up having this page sticky. There we go. There we are. Oh, that's lovely. And then you've got plenty of writing space. In fact, if you want to turn your journal that way, you can write all the way down. Lovely. Okay. Now I'm just going to fold this as we go. Let's get it burnished. There we are. And now let's get some washi tape on. Shall I use the same one or shall I try something different? We've got this one. I don't think no, it's not going to match. Nope. I bet that's nice. I like that one. And that'll just kind of fold over the page. It won't be hugely on that page, but it's going to give it a nice little border. And I'm going to go right to the top. There we go. The reason I'm popping the tape onto the glue is because, and I know these are sticky, but the washi tape tends to come loose after a time, whereas if you pop the glue onto it, it just keeps it held down a little bit better, and you know, it secures it so that over time it's not just going to come up and end up falling off. Plus I'm adding it to give some structure, so I'm adding a little bit extra structure with the glue, so it just gives it that little bit extra. So let's give it a good press down, make sure all the edges are down. When it comes to washi tape, you've got to really be careful with those edges because they lift so easily. I do sometimes use washi tape without using glue in a journal because it is sometimes good to have things that you can move about. You know, when I'm decorating my own journals, I will often pop things into the journal using just the washi tape, because then I know that in the future I've got the option to move that, because it will just come off the page without creating too much problem. But for this, I want to make sure that the washi tape stays on very well. I like that because this has got wild roses, and that's a wild rose, my favourite kind of rose, and they're actually called dog roses, which isn't, you know, it's not 100% pleasant, but yeah, they are actually the original roses that all roses come from. And I like them because the scent is so amazing, and they make really, really lovely rose petal tea. I mean, it's such a lovely tea to drink. There we go. And then that's going to fold out like that. So let's get it in and see what it looks like. It's going to just tip out and tip out. Oh, I like that, that's so nice. I think I'm probably going to have to make a writing board for this journal, which I might actually do that now. So we've got those done. Now let me just move some of these bits, all my glue pages all over. I'll show you all the bits of stuff that I've got collected so far, and then we can decide what we're going to do next. So I've got these lovely envelopes which I want to pop in, but again I think I might just pop them in over the page. Then we've got the lovely journal cards that I made as part of the challenge video for Rachel for Roxy's weekly challenge. Then I've got this kit. Now I think this is an Artie Maze kit. I will put the links to it down below, but I've just pulled a few elements out of it. I haven't used much of it, I haven't used the pages or anything, but some of the actual pieces. This is a lovely envelope, so I'm going to make something to go with that, and the tabs, because I want to use tabs on this one, and hence I'm using some of these. Now these are again from one of Rachel's Roxy's weekly challenges, and these were especially for popping onto the edge of pages, and you've got your tab on already. And the only thing that I've done to them off camera is that I have sewn down them. I had this lovely cute little flower stitch, so I used that knowing that I was going to put them in the flower book. So I've got a few of them anyway, because I don't know which ones I'm going to use, so I've kept a few. Now I've just got tons and tons of bits of flowers, and what I've done is I've gone through and all my little tiny flowers that possibly wouldn't be big enough for a piece of ephemera, I've pulled them out, because what I want to do is I want to put them all the way through the journal, so that each page has got some flowers on, so that it looks like as you're flipping through the book you're actually flipping through the flower garden. So we've got tons of those, and I keep on dropping them because some of them are quite tiny. But you know, you've got to use up everything, because why not? It has to be done. I don't like, you know, when you say something as pretty as that in a book, why would you throw that away? So you can see I've got the tiniest little bits, and I've been sitting fussy cutting. So I've got a few bits printed out. I don't know where these are from, I'm afraid. I can't say, because they've been sitting in my ephemera folder, and yes, I should have had them all numbered or like labelled, sorry. But I think a lot of these, I thought, actually no, you know what, I'm telling a lie, I haven't. These are actually from Rachel's Roxy Creation. Rachel has a newsletter, and she has free, I love that, she has some free ephemera with the newsletter, and these are the pieces from it. So I'm telling lies. The reason I love this one, because I thought if I put that at the beginning, somewhere near the beginning of the journal, it's like you're walking through that gate to enter the garden. So yeah, I'm thinking that anyway. I'm thinking this was an envelope I made, and basically all it is, it's a book page, and this fabric is a sticky back fabric that you can get from craft shops, you can get from all sorts of different shops. It's a sticky back fabric that you stick on, and I stuck it onto the envelope, and then I added this closure, and you know, I made this, I can't remember when, but again the flowers, I was like, yes, I'm going to use that. This is, oh there you go, I've dropped everything. Actually I don't think I was going to use this one in this is for another journal, so I'm not even going to show you that. I'm giving you a little sly glance, but then I'm going to put it away because it's for another journal. These are just those file folders. I made a couple, I found them in my ephemera. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Oh, this is just one of my little snippets, and it says holding a treasure. And you know, when you pick a flower, isn't that so true? Again, little bits from Rachel. These are from books that I've cut out. So I've cut all these out, again from books. This is actually from the spine of a book, but this is kind of like Mushu-esque, because I love Mushu, he's one of my favourite artists, and I just love it, and it's like flower arranging, and I just thought, you know, that's so nice. And again, there, it's going to get put in somewhere. This is the thing about junk journals. You find all these lovely little things that you don't want to throw away. Well, this is where you put them, into junk journals. This, I think, was a freebie off Pinterest. But again, I don't know. I'm afraid I haven't. I've had them for so long. These were from... I'm going to have so many links to put down below. Antique Papery, Rachel, and I think these are Artie Mays, I think. I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure this is Timmy Holt's ephemera. So yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces, and then some. This comes from, if I'm correct, I think this comes from the Foxy magazine. Oh no, this is Rachel again. And then this is obviously from books. So I've got lots of bits and pieces that I don't know what I'm doing with yet, but I just started gathering stuff because I wanted to, you know, I wanted to pop stuff in and just have a load of things ready. And then obviously these are from the Edith Holden page that I tore out, and I've kept them because that is just gorgeous. I mean, you could literally just, this has been folded, but if I just cut that off, you could pop that in anywhere, and that's just an added extra, isn't it? It's lovely. So I think what I might do now is I might pop some of these little flowers. Now I want to just dot them about and just have them sitting. And I probably shouldn't be doing this before I decorate, because I don't know what I'm going to put on the pages, but I am just going to pop a few of these in because I want to start and get some of these used up, because I'm sick of picking them up. They just fall everywhere. So let's put a few of these in, and then, you know, we can always put the rest in when we decide where we're putting everything. So we'll pop you there, and you can see, oh, not enough glue. You can see how this is just going to give you that kind of, that lovely little flower garden feel as you start popping through the pages and finding things, you know, finding lovely flowers and bits and pieces. So let's find another one that you're pretty. So if you've got little bits of ephemera that you're not sure what to do with, because it might not be big enough for a journal card or a tag, this is always a good option for those pieces, because I think to decorate the pages is a great way of cementing a theme into a journal. And as much as I'm not that like stuck on having this a specific theme, you know, it's going to be the flower garden theme, but within that you can have lots, you know. It can be lots, but yeah, it's a good way of just adding that extra little bit. Oh, and I hope you can hear the birds outside. I think the cat must be about, roaming about. And you can see how you're going to just have little glimpses as you go through the pages. And I'm going to put some, the reason I want to do some of this now is because I'm going to put some of them near the spine. And that's going to be difficult to do once we've got things sewn in, because I want them across the pages. I don't want them just stuck on the edges. There we are. And I will add more, like I said, there'll be plenty more added as we go. Now let's have a look. Oh no, no, this is the problem I'm going to have. Oh, poppies. The poppies are all out at the moment. Yeah, I like you. Let's get some of my glue page back. Don't be stuck to the page. There we go. There we are. And like I say, you know, some of these might get slightly covered up. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not that bothered. I just want to make sure there's a little bit of floral everywhere. Oh, I like that one. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Keep you for something special. No, I'm going to leave that one. That one's got that decoration on already. That one's a pocket there, so we could actually put something a bit bigger there, because that pocket's going to just have some ephemera in. So that actually might look quite nice there. and then it picks up on this red flower here. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Oh, come on, don't stick on the page. Let's get them in the right place. Where's my little card to make this easier? There we go, perfect. And that really does pick up that bottom. And while I'm here, I will glue that page down, because now we know it's going to be a pocket. So I'm just going to put a little bead of glue. This is just the tacky glue. I put it in these bottles because it's easier for my hands. But I'll show you the glue it is. It is the high-tack all-purpose very sticky glue, and you can get this off Amazon, or you can get it from craft shops. It catches really quick, so you don't have to wait for it to glue. And I pop it in these little bottles again, which I got off Amazon, just because my hands, I've got arthritis in them and they're starting to get painful sometimes. Right, that's already got its flower, it doesn't need one. That's decorated. I'd like that, but I think that could do with a little something. How about, oh, that's perfect, lovely. This is going to be a highly decorative journal, this one. Yeah, I like that. There's going to be a lot going on, and I think we'll put something on the other side as well. Let's see, what do we have? How about you? We'll pop you down there. Yeah, I like it. The thing with this, you could just go on and on and on, you know. I suppose it's knowing when to stop. It's the thing. I'm leaving this because I'm going to decorate it up. I don't want any on the mulberry, and I don't think I need any on there. That's already decorated. We could pop something onto there, because mostly I'm going to keep these ones free. Which way up does that go? The stem's going that way. I'm going to keep these free for journaling. I think I'll put it there. I've got plenty of pages that I can pop pockets and things onto. Oh no, don't pull off the page. Where's the card? Let's get that off. There we go. There we go. Do I want something on this side? Well, that's a nice yellow flower. It's like, I think it's a, what's it called? Poppy. Thought it was a poppy. Let's see. What about you? See, it gets lost in that yellow. Then we need something with a little bit of colour. How about something big to give it a statement? Nope. How about this is the problem I'm going to have going through all these flowers time and again, trying to find the perfect one for the page that I'm on. How about blue? No. Let's get some of these from the bottom, because I've got loads underneath. Let's pull a few pieces through. Oh, you're nice. Oh, you're a nice one. I like that. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, we're going to do you. Something nice and big, you know. There we go. Okay. card. I like that. That's really nice. The yellow is gonna, you know, meld in with everything, but then you've got that pop of white and a little bit of red. Yep, nice. I don't think I'm going to decorate that side, but I think that side I'm going to have a big pocket on, so I'm going to leave that. That's fine. I could put a little something at the bottom, but I think it's decorated enough. This one I'm not sure what I'm doing with. We could put something on this side, couldn't we? Kind of have that like that. I like that, and then that kind of fits in with that. I mean, it doesn't all have to fit together, it doesn't all have to be perfect. It's just, it's nice when things are kind of similar, unless you're going for the completely opposite look. Right, this doesn't need anything, and then we're to this side of the journal, of the signature. So a little something here. Again, I think it needs to be down the bottom, but I do like that. It's quite subtle. I think I'm going to have to get a new glue page. Actually, I might pop it towards the centre. There we go. I love that picture, isn't that gorgeous? Newberry pencil on. Oh, I wish I was a gardener, but I'm just not. I don't, you know, I've got my little herbs growing for my tea, which is going really well, by the way, but I'm just not a great gardener. Oh, how about just a nice little pop of blue? Yes, I like that. Right, we're going to have to move these off here because I'm getting them stuck onto the glue page. Off you go. Let's move you all over. There we go. Right. I might, no, I don't want to put it right next to that page because that's already decorated. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. You can be decorated. And I think maybe something a bit larger, because you are a large piece. I like that, but I'm not happy with the fussy cotton, so I'm just going to quickly tidy that up a bit. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know what was wrong with me when I was fussy cutting this one, but it just doesn't work. We are, well, I'm watching the next generation of magpies and turtle doves growing up, and the parents have decided to become decent neighbours for a while. Now that the eggs have hatched, I think that, you know, I think it's the magpies are probably the aggressors because they do like to eat other birds' eggs. But now that they've hatched it and they're starting to get to a certain size, I think that the magpies have given up and they're like, yeah, we're not going to go after them now. So yeah, we've been watching them, and one, bless it, tried to fledge the other day, and it was a magpie chick actually. And there's in my sister-in-law's garden, who lives next door, there's a metal shed, and it's right underneath the trees. That's better, I like it better now. And the thing is, the poor thing, I was sitting in the garden and I heard this rustling in the trees, lots and lots of rustling and moving about. Oh, I think I've pulled off one of the leaves, not to worry, I can always stick it back on. And then all of a sudden, dunk, and it was just it was sitting looking kind of lost and bewildered on top of this metal shed, and it had obviously tried to to fly, and it completely failed and it landed on the top of this metal shed. Oh, and bless it, it was just sitting there looking as if to say, what happened? How did that happen? Where am I? Poor little thing. So I watched it because I was thinking, oh god, you can't stay there, mind. There's too many cats around here that won't, you know, won't hesitate to take out anything that you know, can't get away. Oh, is that some honeysuckle? I like that, yes. So I sat and watched it because I was thinking I'll have to go and save the poor thing if it can't get back in the tree. But luckily there was a branch of the tree low enough that it was touching the top of the metal shed. So the poor little thing jumped up onto that and then walked off up into the tree, and I could see it jumping up from branch to branch to get back to where it started. Oh, my heart was in my mouth. Oh, the poor little thing, honestly, it was oh dear me. I kind of like you, but I want you on a different page. Let's see. I don't like the colour. Just something little. Maybe we'll pop you there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll do that. And we could actually put another one on the top. Let's go another pink. I like that. That's very, very cute. Right. Again, I've decorated this size. I've already cut the notch out, and I used some of the washi tape to decorate it. Actually, I think I've got that upside down, so let's just do that, and then that's the right way up. Yep. That doesn't need decorating. That could have a little something. What about one of these lovely purple ones? Because it's already got a flower on. You can see the flower in the coffee dye in there. So I'm just going to pop that little purple one on. And there we go. Lovely. Now, the other side of this needs gluing down. William Morris. It was William Morris. That's the name I couldn't remember. Yes, it's part of the William Morris collection. Let's just pop you there. That's it. Now we can put something nice here. No, that doesn't kind of match really. Maybe something yellow to bring out. Or maybe something. No, you're nice, but we'll keep you for something else. I still think I want something yellow, but something a bit more significant. Yeah, I like that. We shall use you. There we go. Okay. I do want to put something on this one. I'm determined to use this, and I think this is the perfect place for it, because you've got kind of the daisies, the yellow daisies on there. I think that's going to work lovely. New glue page, please. There we go. And I think that'll just sit perfectly there. There we are. I love that, that's gorgeous. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that, because again I think I'm going to decorate that. You're blank, so you need something. We've got some nice big pieces, but I don't want to take too much away from the writing. That would look lovely because it's going to match these kind of colours here. Yeah, you'll do. I am going to have to hunt for some more floral books now, because I'm using all my florals up. But that's good, because, you know, I fussy cut these things out, and then I sit and look at them in these ephemera folders, and I think, oh, they're just so beautiful, and then I never use them because I hoard them. So this is a good way of getting rid of your hoarding. Stop hoarding those pieces. Get them into a junk journal. I do like you. Yes, I like you. We'll put you there. There we go. And then again, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, so I'll leave that. That's that lush, and this can have something. So let's see. Why don't we put something spectacular on there? And that's going to kind of, because it's the same kind of flower, you can just see coming through the ghost print. So we'll do that, and I'll try not to pull any of these leaves off while I'm doing it. Because when you do, oh, don't, when you're doing this fussy cutting, you don't think about what it's going to be like to glue the piece. There we go, I think I managed. There. We have got quite a crew coming while fishing now. We started off, you know what, it started off just my husband. He decided he was going to do it, and now like some of his friends and colleagues from work are doing it, and now my friends and colleagues from work are coming and doing it, and we're getting quite a group now. It's like, you know, you come up with an idea and before you know it, it takes off. It's so nice though, because it's a great way to be able to see people, especially through quarantine and lockdowns and all the things that's been going on, without having to worry about you know, passing anything on to each other, because you're in the water and you're a fair way from each other. And yeah, it's a great social experience now. So what started as the cold water dipping and then the swimming, we now just have such a great social scene going on. It's like a party in the sea. It's great. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I've decorated that one, and I think that looks really great. I'm going to do the same with the second one, but you don't need to sit much as do all that all over again. We've done it for this one. Next time I'll have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the Roxy Creation pockets, if I could find them. I'm going to sew them off camera, because all I'm going to do is I've put two pieces of paper together, and I've put the patterns on the outside, folded them, cut them the right size for the signature, and I am literally just going to put a line of stitching along there and along there. And what I might do, and I'm not sure about yet, I might do a line of stitching on each piece up the side to give it a little bit extra strength, but then I think I might use some washi tape instead, so I'm not sure. So I'm going to do that off camera, so that'll be done when I come back, and then we can get the signatures in, and then we can start putting ephemera in. Exciting! I'm really looking forward to it. So thanks for watching. Please drop us a like if you've enjoyed the video, and let me know how you're doing, because yeah, I love talking to you guys, I really do. And I know I can talk for England, but hey ho. I have always been a chatterbox, honestly, believe me. On every single report card I ever had from school, the teachers always put, Eileen would do great if she would just stop talking. So yeah, but do drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know how you're going, and I will catch you in the next one. So stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.